Yeah.
We're recording now, and we
Yeah.
are the Couch Co-Hop Show. Couch Co-Hop Show. Couch Co-Hop.
And these beers are not co-op.
I've been recording shit all day. I've been just doing content today. That's what I've been doing. Hello, Couch Co-Hoppers. I'm Ian. I got Jared, Dave, Nick, and John with me tonight. It's a 5-pack, not quite a 6-pack. But I said, hey, let's try and get together and hang as bros.
Would it be
beers.
a full house?
Yeah. So I recommended out to the group, hey, we've never done these New Belgium tall boys, Fruit Force. Never done it.
Yeah, you wanted to get drunk, didn't you?
Wait, did you get the Fruit Force, John? Or did you only get the... Oh, you got them both. Okay, so we're doing the Fruit Force first.
Did you get the variety? Did you get
John's
the variety
got the
pack?
baby one.
John went to
No,
Total
I went
Wine.
to
and just
Total
got the
Wine
can.
and got the little single bitches one.
Wise.
Yeah, single
Wise.
can.
Yes,
Very
probably a good
wise.
idea.
Very wise.
Yeah, I
For
got,
those,
I got a tall
for those
boy.
without cameras, John has
Well,
the
Jared's
regular
used to it. This
12-inch
is like mother's milk to
sample.
him.
Yeah,
We
John,
have
Oh, I
I mean,
love this stuff,
19.2.
this
man.
stuff is great. Jared, like, I love it, and I recommend it to Jared, and, like, Jared's been just sucking on the teat of this beer. But we should not get too far into that right now.
I haven't bought it in a while. I was very happy to see you post these cans on the group.
Yeah, and, I hadn't talked to... We haven't seen Nick in a while. Nick's been pretty quiet, and I wanted to, make sure we get Nick back in the group. What? How's it going, Nick?
It's going fine.
Going fine.
Let's crack these cans.
Let's crack the cans. All right, let's crack the cans.
Crack the
Yeah,
cans,
let's
then we
drink some
talk.
beers.
Let's drink some beers.
Yeah, they're getting warm.
That was nice.
Every second counts.
Pouring it in
I
the
just-
glass. I
just
thought
got
it was
this
going to
one
be
from the
red.
store, like,
I thought as I
10
poured it
minutes
out, it'd
ago.
be red or something, like fruit punch. I was
Yeah,
a little surprised here, actually.
it's beer colored.
It's light. Actually, it's lighter than beer color. This is a
But
light
man, it
fucking
smells
beer,
good.
dude.
Yeah, and then I
It
kind of
smells
expected
really
stuff
good.
to be floating in the bottom or something because it's
Yeah,
fruity and
somebody
all the rest
doesn't
of
know how to pour.
yeah. I poured mine hard.
I don't know how to pour
It
mine either.
didn't work out for me.
Cheers, bros.
Yeah.
it. Yes.
So I reached out to the boys tonight and said, hey, you guys want to do Couch Co-Hop tonight? And it's like, here, I got a couple of recommendations we've never done. Fruit Force or Juice Force? Juice Force. New Belgium's Voodoo Ranger sideline. And they were like, oh, yeah, let's do it. And so that's how the beer got picked. And so everyone ran out to their local mini-mart or store
Yeah,
and bought
not
these beers.
available at Fred, or one of them's available at Fred Meyer's, but not both. You need to go to your local 7-Eleven, or in my case, gas station.
Oh,
I
mine
went
are
to
both of
Planet
mine-
Pantry, and they were both
Mine
sold
were
out.
available at my Fred Meyer.
both of mine were available at my
Yeah.
Safeway.
Yeah.
Oh, man, $3.99 a can. I think that's about the same at a 7-Eleven.
I paid.
No luck at Fred Meyer either for me.
I paid
but-
$6 for the pair of them at the gas station.
Same.
Oh,
Safeway
nice,
was
yeah.
on sale as well.
Yeah,
So I probably spent the most. Yeah.
they were $4.
Well, I spent $2.49 per 12-ounce can.
So $5. So you got ripped
So-
off because you $1 less.
Yeah, I made a sacrifice.
You sacrificed.
I think.
Did you
I
not
think mine
even
were about
decide to
$4 a
check the
piece.
mini mart, John?
I just didn't want to travel around like Dave did.
But the
So
mini mart's
I
right
knew-
there. The mini mart's right
knew
there.
for
You could have
sure
hit the mini mart
that-
first. And they
What do you mean
100%
by mini mart though? Is it like
that
a
gas
branded
station right
mini-mart?
by your house?
Yeah, the gas
Oh,
station.
yeah.
I've
That's
heard
a
they have pretty
massive
good-
mini
I just
mart,
didn't want
dude.
to take a chance.
That mini
I
mart
just
is
wanted-
these are
massive,
classic gas
dude.
station
You should go to
beers.
that mini mart, dude. That
I've been to that mini mart.
They probably have a bigger beer
They
selection.
have a good beer selection.
They
Yeah,
probably
I've
have
had.
it
I
then.
bought some beers from
They
there.
probably have it there. Anyway, that's why I said you should just walk down there, check it out. Anyway, no worries. Everything's good. I'm sorry I'm extra loud because I'm trashed.
It's only going to get worse.
Bro, New
And-
Belgium's merch page is pretty spot on. There's like some stuff I would want to get from here.
Oh, is there?
I love their Voodoo Ranger graphic. So maybe a shirt with Voodoo Ranger on it would be
They
pretty
have like
awesome.
a Carhartt sweatshirt that's pretty bad. That's pretty cool looking.
So, John, you're on the page. Can you run down the 9.5 Voodoo Ranger Fruit Force synopsis? Do you have it?
Yeah. No, sorry. I'm looking at merch. Just give me a sec.
Woosa.
This guy.
Woosa.
I'll pull it up. Maybe if my iPad wants to.
Okay, I
cooperate.
got it. Oh, hold on. Sorry. No, I don't.
Yes, no. Yes,
Yep.
no.
It's there.
Definitely
It's there.
not quite.
No, it's not.
Almost. No, I was buying something. No, that's porno. Okay, go ahead.
No. 33 IBU, London Ale yeast, the hops Amarillo, Centennial, Galaxy, Sabro, Lotus, and Strata, and Parto. I've never heard of that one.
But there's not a name. There's not like a little like paragraph.
Yeah, there
Yeah.
is.
Read it. I want to hear
Not
it.
on the
Well,
website.
it showed it. It showed it, and
Oh.
then when I went to the website, it was
It
like,
disappeared?
"Where's the
Oh.
paragraph?"
God.
Yeah, the website doesn't have anything.
Yeah, it just has a load of
That's lame.
stuff.
Fruit Force
Yeah,
is an
the
American
website
style
doesn't
hazy
have
imperial
anything.
IPA with fruit punch.
With fruit punch. Is it fruit punch or is it just pineapple? Which is crazy because I really like it.
Just fruit punch.
It is crazy sweet. I get it. It's a pretty sweet beer.
Yeah, there's some. It's very, very boozy. That's what hits you at the first sip, and then after a couple of sips, you kind of get used to it,
I've
and it's all
never really
right.
found it boozy, but okay. I will listen.
And I find there's something.
Is there a specific beer review site you guys like to use, like
Just-
Beer
Let's
Advocate
do
or
Untapped.
Untapped? Okay.
Let's do Untapped. What does Untapped say? What do you think, Nick? What do you think of it? Just trash.
It definitely smells very fruit punchy.
But is it boozy?
It doesn't taste like it's 9.5% to me.
Yeah, not at all.
See, I don't think that either. Like, I don't get the
Weird.
booziness.
This ain't no sipping beer.
I think
Okay,
it's
I
when
got the
I
Untapped
think
pulled up.
when I get it is on the take a sip of it, and then after you've drank it, like when you breathe in, you can kind of feel the residual alcohol. It feels like, or
must be-
maybe it's the fruit punch.
I don't know.
Yeah, I think it's just the
something
tanginess of the fruit
There's
punch on
something I
it.
don't like about the aftertaste.
Oh, so Dave doesn't like it.
I'm not going to pour it out, but
I think it's pretty. I don't know. I think it's pretty good.
The one knock, I think the fruit punch flavor is nice. At the same time, it tastes pretty artificial to me, and then there's
Yeah.
like a weird aftertaste in the back of my throat.
yes, like a chemical,
I
it
get
comes
that.
across a bit chemically to me, and maybe that's what I'm picking up instead of the booziness. But
Yeah.
I can see that. I can see
So
that.
on Untapped, it has over 28,000 reviews,
28,000.
and it's sitting at a 3.48. And
Huh.
the description is Fruit Force is a high flying fruit punch IPA landing at a powerful 9.5% ABV.
3.4. So that's out of 5.
Prepare for takeoff and hold on to your aviators.
3.4 out of 5, though. Right?
yeah, that's
Yes.
pretty decent.
That's not bad. I don't know. I always really like this one.
It's very hazy. It's
It's
well
hazy, but it's also really
carbonated.
clear.
Yeah, it's very light.
Very light. For a 9.5, that's kind of crazy.
I think it does improve. Like the
Now-
first sip was a bit harsh, but after you've kind of had a sip or two, then it rounds it out a bit. Either that, or you just nuked your taste buds.
Yeah.
When you
Once your
don't
tongue
care
gets
anymore.
it. Mhm.
For something looking like light beer, how can they boost the alcohol percentage so high?
Dave?
Just think about vodka. It's clear. It
Oh, it's
doesn't.
clear. Yeah.
Color
Think
has
about
nothing to do-
gin. It's clear.
Oh, they just filtered it. You think?
No, they just
or-
don't. They just don't use very much toasted malt. It's toasted malt that gives you it gives you like the burnt.
Yeah, because
and
it
the
doesn't have
chocolate
that
type
toast.
flavors.
It doesn't have that toasty malt flavoring. It doesn't taste. It does taste a little malty though.
Yeah,
But
in
that
the
must
same,
measure out the alcohol probably.
well, if you just use base 2 raw malt, you get
Right.
a very
Right.
get a very clear beer that's like this. It's when and then you would add some toasted.
But this is the
malt.
color of like Coors Light.
Yeah.
Really.
It is. It's very but
Taking
Budweiser,
inspiration
Coors
from
Light,
their
lager.
I
neighboring.
think Budweiser is an even more amber color than this. This is pretty. This is a very.
I wonder how.
Yellow.
I wonder if it has any rice or something in it to kind of just
Filter
get that.
also.
Yeah,
filter
get
it?
that. Well, also to get the cheap alcohol because that'll give you like nice clear.
I have a question about rice then, Dave.
Yep.
Used in beer. Do they put the rice in and then the rice expands and like they pull the rice out and it pulls shit out of the liquid? Like they use the rice to pull shit out of the liquid or no?
No, you're just using the starch is in there, the enzymes in the malt. Malt has natural enzymes, and when you bring it to a certain temperature, the enzymes act like Pac-Man, and they basically cut the starches into sugar, smaller branches, which turn into sugars. And so they work on, and they'll work on any starches you put in there. And
So
there's
it's not like you
plenty of
put
starch
rice in
rice.
it.
No.
And then, okay.
So I did a quick search. It says the malts are pale malted oats and white wheat.
Okay, that's the oats and the wheat give you the haziness, and then pale malt, obviously, as the name implies, is probably just standard
Pale.
malt,
Yeah.
and doesn't provide much. It provides plenty of sugar, just not much color or like strong off flavors.
I do find it funny. So so New Belgium, we've been kind of singing the praises of for a while. I think on Couch Co-op. I don't think Nick or John were here, but with Aaron we did the 1985 review of that Voodoo Ranger IPA.
Yeah,
we were
that
all
was
big
good,
fans
yeah.
of that.
Mm-hmm.
And then they did a bunch of others that I think I did on Milk Drinks, a beer that I was a fan of. And it's funny for a beer line. First of all, I think the art style on the Voodoo Ranger line, pretty awesome. The skull pilot shit,
Yeah.
pretty entertaining, pretty cool, a lot of fun.
Very distinctive, yeah.
Very
Yeah,
distinctive.
I dig it.
It's funny that
Always made me think of New Vegas.
the mainline beer, Voodoo Ranger IPA, fucking straight trash, in my opinion.
I don't like it in a long time.
I don't like that beer. I'm not a fan of that beer. But all the alternates, I'm a pretty big fan of. I've had, for the most of all the ones I've had, quite a bit. I just recently bought a variety pack in the Indiana Jones and all these different ones. They've been pretty delicious. It's funny that the mainline beer, straight trash in my opinion, and I'm surprised that that's the one that is still considered Voodoo Ranger flagship. I'm surprised that that's still the beer that they hang their hat on. Like I would like to see it I would like to see them switch up that formula. Anyway, go ahead.
You forget though, New Belgium wasn't known for
100%.
IPAs. They were always about
Fat Tire.
100%.
100%.
Then they had like a bunch of Belgian beers. They used to have quite a eclectic range that was well outside the mainstream. And then they had that New Belgium IPA. I can't remember what it was called, that they rebranded to Voodoo Ranger, and then for some reason
It actually started as Ranger IPA. It was just
that was it, wasn't it?
It didn't even have like the Ranger on it.
I remember having Ranger IPA.
Oh, it's just the green and brown, right? It was like a brown label with a green. Yeah, no, and I didn't even like that beer. I wasn't even a fan of that beer. I wasn't, but. These alternates that they've made off of the formula, I'm a pretty big fan of. So, like, it's kind of crazy of this beer that I'm not a fan of. They've made all these alternates. And it's crazy because they are going ham on these alternate beers. Like, they keep making all these different versions off this one beer, and it's just crazy what they've been doing. And like their marketing team comes up with another character, and it's hilarious and it's funny. But like, I prefer all of those beers versus the mainline beer that I don't really care for. It's weird. I don't know. Do you guys even remember what you've had it? I mean, do you care? I don't know. Or
I
could
never
you
had
not
the
talk
Ranger
for it?
IPA.
You've never had it. Like
I've had it, and I don't remember it being. I remember it being like an okay IPA.
Exactly.
Nothing great, nothing terrible. It was when they started with the hazies and the experimental stuff that's, I feel like it's really gone. Anyway, Nick, sorry.
No, I was gonna say I don't know if this is gonna work very well.
Oh, there it is.
Not.
Oh, Ranger.
Ranger. Yeah.
But yeah, I was more intrigued by it because it was like one of their first beers that came out in a can when they were still coming out with bottles, and I think that was back in the day when.
But do you remember? But do you give a shit about? But do you give a shit about the original Voodoo Ranger? Like, do you care? Do you like it? Do you care, or do you even have a palate for it? Do you even have a memory for it?
Not too much other than I thought it was okay. I was more into the Imperial IPA, which they still have. I thought that was a lot better and kind of tasted more in line with like there was a sweetness to it that kind of made it feel more in line with like some of the other beers that I've had from New Belgium that they've retired or even kind of fat tired to a degree. But that was years ago, and I don't know if they've changed the formula on it these days. But I will say that just in the couple of months that I've been working at my new job, that I've been seeing a lot of cases of these going into convenience stores of both Juice Force, Fruit Force, the tropical hazy one, and even the double IPA. But I have not. I don't even think I've
Can
seen the Ranger IPA, which actually, come to think of it, I did buy the Voodoo IPA as a case, and I loved it so much I let it go bad because I would not drink it because I didn't care
That's
for
funny.
it that much.
Can you speak in Nick into? I know you're more on the merchandising and supplying side, but do you know when a company like New Belgium starts introducing a new product into convenience stores, let's say, is it something that the salesperson will give you a deal on X amount of cases so your customers can try it out, or how does that?
Mm, I
How
don't
does
think it
the
can.
product grow organically, I guess? To
It's
the point that they're putting tall boys, they decide it's beneficial for us to put tall boys in these convenience
Well,
stores,
it's
which are
cheap,
not
and
really
homeless
known.
people are buying them, and homeless are drinking them and getting
I
trashed. I
mean,
think that's what it's. I think that's what it's about. The homeless are coming in, they're
They're
buying
smoking
those
fentanyl out of the
first.
tall boy can.
9.5, we can get fucked up. You look at the Rogue Brewing IPA, double IPA, 8.5. It's like, and you look at over at New Belgium 9.5. It's like, nah, we're gonna buy this one. This one's gonna get us fucked up.
Ian's being silly, but
No, I'm being
have no,
fact. I'm being fact.
I know, and
I'm being silly, but I'm fact.
but he's hitting the nail on the head. I don't know if you've noticed when you go into the gas station and you look at the 19-ounce cans, they're all double IPAs or like you know what used to be considered beers of this strength
Not only
would be
that, no, Dave. Not only
if they
that,
weren't an imperial stout, they weren't like this strong.
but if you go look
They
at
were
the,
all
if you
liquor.
go
They
no,
see-
but if you go
you
look at
didn't
the
even see
Rogue
craft in
IPA,
this side
no, but if you go
either.
look at the Rogue IPA and the Rogue Double IPA, sure, those are also tall boys that are now available. But these two New Belgium drinks, they're
Yep.
way easier to drink because they're sweet. They go down easy. The two
They're
Rogue
almost Four
ones
Loko,
are a
aren't
little
they?
more
Ooh.
hardcore. Yeah, it's not Four Loko, but it's beer, so it still has a beer thing, but it's not fucking
So
crazy
they're
hoppy. So I feel like that's
They're fulfilling a niche.
also partially why Hot Venom is also in the tall boy now, because that is a crazy easy one to drink, and that's only what, 8 something?
I think it's 9. But
Is it
yeah.
9?
Yeah.
Anyway, so like I feel like these guys are like, they're honestly feeding off the poor. It's like, hey, this is how we get the homeless, the
Well,
people
that's
that
what
have
Old
nothing.
English and Steel Reserve and Night Train and
But I'm not
American
trying to
Thunderbird
get.
just,
I'm not trying to stoop down to that level. I'm just trying to drink it from a professional level.
I also imagine there's a very large college market for these because
right,
I know
because
when
bros,
I
it's
was
like,
in college, it was
Like
like
Platinum, Bud Light Platinum.
no. But you're right, John. You're kind of right. Like Blood Light Platinum. You're like talking Blood Light Platinum. You're talking these beers, and you're talking White Claw. And most of those motherfucking ballless motherfuckers drink White Claw. So how do we make our beers high alcohol content, not super bitter? Well, we
What's
make
the
an
alcohol
IPA.
content of White Claw?
It doesn't matter what the alcohol content is in a White Claw. They will drink that shit to no end. They will just keep drinking it because it's
sweet enough.
it's sweet enough because it's a straight up bitch beer. So like, well, we're gonna try not. And all you motherfuckers out there that drink White Claw, listen to this because you are bitches.
you talking
Scott,
to Tony
you better
Depp?
listen.
Hey, Tony Death drinks White Claw? Are you serious, Dave? I don't
No,
know
I
this
know it.
information.
I know he drinks Yingling, so
No, he drinks White Claw. I trust you. No, it's that's what I'm saying. Is like you're trying to make your beer as potent as possible, but as light as possible. This beer is fucking light.
Interesting.
You drink it, it's sweet. You wouldn't even like if a person came down on the planet like an alien and someone gave them a Coors Original as this is beer and they drink it. It's like, oh, beer. If you gave them then this beer, they would be like, what is this? Because this doesn't taste like that. It doesn't taste like that at all. It's like this sweet. It's different. You know what I'm saying?
this
More
is
like
almost
just fermented
alcohol
fruit.
beer.
Yeah, right. It's
Yeah.
like you're like on the you're on the mead level, maybe. Mead, maybe, like honey mead level.
Meat is honey.
I don't know. Anyway,
Dude, mead is expensive.
well,
And
this
mead
is
is low
not.
alcohol.
Anyway,
I guess so. To answer your question, John, that you asked me that I never got a chance to answer.
answer it, Nick.
Well, I already forgot the question because you went down so many.
And
different
that's
paths.
our show.
Good night,
yeah.
everybody. We'll see you later.
No,
How
so
do you
he
introduce
was
this
he-
craft beer level to a supermarket like 7-Eleven or a mini mart?
So I don't know if in Oregon, like, you always have to have equal pricing for a particular package, no matter who you're selling it to.
Do
It's
we?
just kind of an
Really?
Oregon law. I mean,
What?
Washington might be different.
Mm.
So like the same. So like these come. Ooh, almost showed the wrong one. These come in a pack of 15. Safeway is going to pay the same amount for that case as the gas station down the street. If a restaurant were to carry it too, they're going to buy it at the same price. I mean, they can all mark it up however they want.
Yeah, it's up to them whether
but
they sell it for $4 or
Yeah,
$20 a
right.
can, whatever.
and I don't believe they're allowed to sell it for a loss either. So
No,
not that
the
they
average
would,
is
'cause
like
they don't need
30%. It's been
But-
30% for a long time or less.
yeah, it's roughly like 30 to 40%, just
Yeah.
depending on where you're going.
Oh wow!
It's
It's-
more of like just a thing people carry in the store.
Yeah,
Marking it
But-
up more than 30% is pretty uncommon.
but I guess that might be where you have to rely on a salesperson's actual skills. Like Jared was a salesperson for a beer distributor years
A
ago.
long
and
time ago.
maybe he can speak to
Really?
some of this as well.
Yeah.
wow,
I mean,
I didn't know
am
that.
I saying anything too off base, Jared? Or I mean, from what you remember, or I mean,
No, price parity was a thing. Yeah, like everywhere
not know
paid the
that.
same.
That's
there was
interesting.
monthly pricing.
With arms wide.
But,
I
open.
mean, but
I
in
mean,
the industry
Oregon
I'm in
didn't-
now, it's liquor and wine is like volume based. Like you buy, there's different tiers, and you get different prices for how many cases you buy total.
Oh, that makes
that kind of
Right,
stuff.
and
So
it's-
the
and
more you
it's a-
buy, the less they cost.
and not to
on
mention you're in a
average.
different state too doing it. So
Yeah.
I mean, there's probably different rules that apply.
But I
just
don't-
as-
I don't know how beer is up here. I don't distribute beer, so it
No,
could
no,
be very
but-
similar, where it's just the same price all
Yeah,
month for
Ian's
everybody.
going to be in the middle of the road and then go into his tent soon. By
But-
sound.
I was more asking about like your previous experience at Morgan, like what it was like trying to introduce a product. I mean, it's like you probably had to rely more on actual sales skills rather than like just rolling in with like promo pricing stuff.
Because when
Right.
I was
mean-
in sales was when micros were starting to explode, so shelf space became the big issue for micros.
I imagine
there
it
was
still
too much
is.
stuff
You
coming
look at
out.
how many breweries are out there and like
And
much
how many are
stuff.
dying off and how
Yeah.
many are
Yeah.
ready to take this
I
off.
couldn't
But-
imagine selling
places
right
come in
now.
and then they go out and you
yeah,
know, someone's
yeah,
paying for
you're
that.
you're asked to sell or push a certain line of beers or
Yeah.
new seasonal brews, and like, we only have like 16 feet of shelf space, and 95% of it's domestic beer.
I just
And-
want to make sure that I point out that New Belgium Brewing, founded in 1991, it's owned by Karen, we didn't know that. That's the parent company.
Yeah, because they sold off a number of years ago.
Interesting.
Apparently, Kirin means lion in Japanese.
I did not know that. I'm learning all sorts tonight.
Products beer. They have 2 breweries in America: Fort Collins, Colorado, and Asheville, North Carolina. And they produce 957,968 U.S. barrels.
Wow.
So Kirin
Just under a
Ichiban-
million. Just under a million barrels of beer a year.
Kirin Ichiban is owned by Anheuser-Busch InBev.
Is it?
Yeah.
So there you go. There you go. It's a subsidiary
When
of a
they say
subsidiary.
barrels, is that the same as wine barrels, or are they two different?
Well, it has U.S. barrels
volume.
as it's separate. A barrel is one several units of volume applied to various. I'm reading the definition. A barrel is one of several units of volume applied in various contents. There are dry barrels, fluid barrels, oil barrels, and so forth.
31 gallons for a US barrel.
For
of beer.
historical reasons, the
31?
volumes of some barrels units are roughly double the volume.
31?
That's why
Others-
a half gallon.
volumes in common
half
use
barrel
range
keg.
approximately from
It's
100
15.5
to
gallons.
200 liters. Yeah, so it's
31
John is
gallons
different.
is one
it's
beer
different,
barrel.
John.
Okay.
And it's to do. The reason it's different is because it's based on pints, and so in the UK and Commonwealth countries, a pint is 20 ounces. In the US and other countries, it's 16 ounces. So it depends on which system you're using as to how many pints are in a
Oh
gallon.
wow.
Yeah,
A standard
so
wine
the US
barrel holds
the US
60 gallons.
Yeah, a US gallon is a different number to a British gallon.
And we've been going on for way too long because we need to like close this one out and get.
We're
Into
just,
the next beer.
Catching up, aren't we? Just having a good old time.
Oh, we are.
This was very educational.
Where are we on this beer? We gotta like rate it. Thumbs up. I'm gonna go thumbs up.
Thumbs up. Yes, sirree.
Dave's going thumb side. Dave's
And-
thumbs
Dave's
down on
down.
Dave.
Wow.
Wait,
okay.
Jared,
Yeah.
put your thumb up,
There's
Jared.
something about the aftertaste on this one that I just
And
can't.
Dave's hates it. 1, 2,
Three and a half
three
out of
and a
five.
half
19 ounces
out
of it.
5.
It's
Dave
not going
hates
well.
it. Dave hates.
Okay.
Dave hates New Belgium. He hates Fat Tire. He hates
like
life. He hates the people that freed his United
He's like
Kingdom
Dr.
from the
Evil,
war.
hates
Yeah.
I just don't like this the chemical. The fruit comes across as chemical to me, and maybe it's something in my taste buds, but it just doesn't come across as a pleasant flavor.
It's like sucking on a cock, and then like you're like, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. No. Oh no. That's yeah. Anyway, all right.
If you have experience in
Yeah.
that, Ian, okay. I'll trust you.
Yes.
But then some people really enjoy that as well, so it's like
so
to each
Dave,
their own.
You know
Just
what?
like
You know what,
Dave.
Jared? I was gonna be like, okay, yes, 100%, and then Dave just fucking. If you have experience with that, yes, is okay. Anyway, Dave should just let that one alone. Anyway, let me put the fucking thing on here, and we're done. Well, no, let me
Put a bow on it.
Yeah, the thing. Yeah. Guys, he's going to
Hey.
put the thing on it.
I picked this beer, but I don't want to pick. What video game would you most likely? What video game is this beer equated to? Do you guys think? Quickly, shout them out. Shout them out. What beer?
Oh, what was that ninja fruit cutting game?
Fruit Ninja.
Oh.
Fruit Ninja?
Fruit Ninja?
Yeah, Fruit Ninja.
All right, John's got Fruit Ninja.
Well, this is kind of tied to one of Ian's favorite movies of all time. And there's a video game based on it.
Is there?
Right? Top
What?
Gun?
Oh my god. Anyway,
Top Gun.
Dave.
Why?
So Top Gun video game, Fruit Ninja.
I'm not
I-
even going to explain my
New
answer.
Vegas.
Dave doesn't even
because-
care. Dave
No,
doesn't give a shit.
The first game that came into my mind was Crash Bandicoot. For some
Crash
reason. I don't know why.
Bandicoot. Nick, do
That's
you have a
good.
game?
Because the fruits you eat, I guess.
New Vegas.
New
Probably,
Vegas.
because-
Dave, so and then and then Nick, New Vegas. That's like Nick's
Maybe I
every
just think that
choice.
because he looks like a
All right.
pilot in this picture.
All right, we're out
Well,
of here.
no, because this is more.
Shut up,
just because of
everyone!
the
Just shut
original-
up. Can we just
Okay.
shut up right now? Can we just?
As the original man who's
all
always
shut up
talking
right
over
now.
everyone.
Hey,
What
I'm
about
Ian.
you, Ian?
It's Couch Co-hop. I'm Ian. That's Jared. That's Dave. That's
Game.
Nick. And that's
You
John.
didn't say your game.
My game.
Yeah.
My game is
Metal Gear.
Strong.
my game is over.
He got the game over screen hours ago. Bum.
Actually, his game should be Grand Theft Auto because he's wasted.